norskamerikanerne starter denne nasjonalromantiske uka på båten Victoria, som seiler oppover Telemarkskanalen. Det er ekstra spesielt for Joni å være her, for hennes forfedre utvandret fra Morgedal i Kvitseid kommune, som ligger like i nærheten.
How is it like to be in Telemark?
I'm really excited. I started thinking about great-grandma Gunhild Berging Nesheim and what it must have been like for her to leave all the trees and beauty of the green and come to North Dakota and homestead where it's much more flat.
Yeah.
And I wonder if she had feelings of, homesickness.
Yeah.
Because I wonder when you leave, if you think you're ever going to see your family again. That would be a really hard thing to do.
Definitely.
Hello. This is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard the Victoria on this journey up the Telemarkskanal. We'll shortly be sailing up the 23-meter waterfall called Vrangfoss. The name means stubborn waterfall, and it was given this name because it is wild and treacherous.
Uh-oh. I hope the captain's good.
Yeah. Should we go check it out?
Yeah.
When we first heard on the ship that we were going to go up Vrangfoss, the grumpy waterfall, and it was 23 meters high. I mean, it's silly. I should have made an educated guess, but I was like, wait. Like, we're sailing up a waterfall? I started, trying to picture how the hell we were gonna, make it up the falls.
I think we might have to carry this boat.
Oh my gosh, you guys, look.
It's like stairs. This is crazy.
There's 4 levels.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome. You guys are going up this. Oh, now
it makes sense. It's stubborn waterfall.
Yeah, and maybe treacherous, maybe?
The waterfall that we're going to try to go up was almost like a step ladder for a boat, essentially. And the engineering in this just was mind-blowing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is really cool.
This is like where you pray that that doesn't
I know, look at it creepy.
I know.
Wow, this is great.
Nuts.
I like this a lot.
The lock trip is one of my favorite experiences. To push up that 100-year-old hunk of steel up 75 feet or 23 meters was a pretty big deal for me. Just the engineering of it is so backbreaking. These were hand-hewn granite blocks that took years and years and probably had a body count on how they built the darn thing.
Want to help to open the gate?
Yeah.
Go do it.
Og med god hjelp fra Derek og Johnny kommer norskamerikanerne seg trygt opp Vrangfoss.
Wow.
Og de kan dermed fortsette sin nasjonalromantiske ferd oppover Telemarkskanalen.
What is that? Hey.
What
is that?
Johnny gutt, Lars, Johnny, kom ut. It's a bonnet! Off in the distance, I could see this lady standing there, and right away I was like, it's a bunad, because that was the first thing I could see. But then we could hear her, and we wanted to find out what was going on over there. If you see a lady in a bunad singing, you need to go ask her what's going on.
Hey, Captain, can we turn this boat around, go visit her? Oh, tusen takk, thank you. Tusen takk.
Johnny Lars, en døgn, kom på landet inn
When we came to shore, we encountered what I would describe as a siren on the rocks. I can only liken it to operatic singing because the voice carried for at least 200 meters across the water.
Oh, welcome!
Hey guys.
What did you think of the song you just heard?
It's beautiful.
It was pretty.
Yeah.
Did you recognize any names in there?
It sounded like Joni and Lars.
It's actually names of cows in this area. It's true.
It's all right. I'm sure I'm a hard worker.
Because the song you just heard is called a kulok. Can you say it?
Kulak.
Kulok.
Kulak.
And it's been used by milkmaids to gather cows ever since the era of the National Romanticism.
Okay.
And back then, country life became the strongest symbol of true Norwegian identity. And nothing says country life like a real kulok.
Real kulok.
So are you guys ready for a nasjonalromantisk uke?
Absolutely.
Yes!
Yes?
Yes!
Okay, let's do it!
Nasjonalromantikken i Norge vokste fram på midten av 1800-tallet, hånd i hånd med nordmenns økende nasjonalfølelse. Folkelige kulturtradisjoner som tidligere ble sett på som trauste og kjedelige, ble nå skikkelig på moten. Urnorske skikker innen alt fra klær til byggverk, fortellinger og musikk ble løftet fram og idealisert. Og bonden, som med nøysomhet, slit og strev hadde bygget landet, ble selve symbolet på alt som skilte oss fra svenskene og danskene. Selv dyr ble romantisert, og norske kyr ble motiver på mangt et storslått veggmaleri med vakre budeier som lokket blant ubeskrivelig nydelige fjorder og fjell.
Are you ready for some cold calling? Yes! Kom da bonne, kom da bonne. Så fine. And then it's your turn. You start down here with your chest timber down. You have so much air down in your.
I think it worked.
Så fint. Okay. Kom da kinn.
Scared that one.
It's really fun when you have these ending. That's really good.
If cows are close to you, you kind of need to use the lower notes to get them over. But if they're a long ways away, you got to really kind of get up there in the throat and make sure that you can really call out.
It was really cool. And I really liked the song, actually. What a pretty noise for just calling in the cattle.
Nå er det klart for ukas første konkurranse. Deltakerne skal lokke til seg 6 kuer som står på den andre siden av en innhegning. Det laget som får flest kuer over streken i løpet av 15 minutter har vunnet. Men det er ikke bare å lokke. For å gi denne gamle tradisjonen nytt liv skal norsk-amerikanerne blande den klassiske og tradisjonsriktige kulokken med en solid dose vaskeekte rapp.
Against these other bulls, you think that I'm crapping, but it turns out I'm just standing here cow rapping. The kulak rap, we're really excited for it. I am a pale white guy from Ballard. You might not think that rapping is my forte, and it's not. But we're gonna have fun with it.
Hey, you chocolate milk.
Rødt lag består av Lauren, Kelsey, Thomas, Lars og Jeff.
Always chilling in the fields when we ain't on the plow.
Okay.
Plow.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that for the cow part too, like the how, now, brown cow, chilling on the fields when we ain't in the plow. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, okay.
That's so good.
Mens blått lag består av Joni, Kate, Johnny, Derek og Richard.
Did anything pop into your mind right away?
I was thinking Eurovision theme.
I was thinking the same
Like
thing.
maybe into the tune of Icebreaker.
Yeah! That's awesome!
All Norwegians love Eurovision, and I don't think cows are any exception to that. So we are doing a Eurovision-themed kulak, where our call is based on the Norwegian entry to the Eurovision contest.
So we can be like, I will be your icebreaker.
Nice. I like that. That's awesome.
Let's do that.
For the competition today, I'm expecting to have all 6 cows in my pen in record time. That's what I'm expecting.
2, 3.
It's important to win any competition, but I think it resounds more because I'm in telemark and my family's here. So I want to make them proud every time I do anything in telemark.
Okay, Team Red, are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Ready?
we're ready.
So.
Okay, let's go.
How now, brown cow, chilling in the field when we aim the plow.
Hey, you, chocolate milk, my voice so smooth it's smooth as silk. Just a wee bit closer, dog LaRousse. I swear to Odin, I won't eat you. Yeah.
I see you grazing in the grass, and it's time for dinner at last. I'll be your man. I think they were really confused. Like, why are these little punk Norwegian Americans screaming at us in a foreign language that we don't understand?
Oh, sweet cud that you be chewing. Let's get together, just me and you and...
We so fresh, it ain't no lie. While you all
smell like pie. The Kulak rap was, at its core, embarrassing. My rap skills are slightly above my ballet skills. We were an embarrassment both to the genre of rap music and an embarrassment to the cows.
You be chewing lots of grass, and I don't mean to be crass, but if you don't get over here, I'm gonna grill that ass!
Til tross for norskamerikanernes iherdige innsats virker hverken Dagros eller Litago videre imponert over lagenes kurap.
I see you over there with your hair all black and white. Gonna get you in the barn and milk you all night. Woo!
I knew it would be a little interesting going into it, and it definitely was a lot harder than we kind of thought.
Kom med!
Halve tiden har gått, og ingen av lagene har til nå klart å overbevise en eneste ku om at gresset er grønnere på den andre siden. Begge lag står nå fritt til å bruke hvilken strategi de vil.
Kue, kom her! Kom!
All right, what's our next strategy?
I started mooing, I don't know. It's all so absurd. I can't believe that I'm here doing this right now, and I love it.
Tiden er snart ute, så nå gjelder det å sette alle kluter til for å få lokket til seg kuene.
When it was down to 30 seconds, we thought, okay, we've tried everything typical that we've been taught, and it didn't work. And so we thought, well, maybe we'll just try and rush the cows and scare them. You gotta run this way to get out of it. Come on, boss. Come on, boss. Come on. A few of them actually ran. Yeah, that's it. Come on, boss. Come on, boss. Kom her. Kom. Come on, there you go, come on.
Når de 15 minuttene har gått, er det bare én ku som har tatt turen over streken. Men hvilket lag lokket den over?
It's hard to know if I should be happy with the results or not at this point because I just don't know how we did compared to the red team, you know?
Hey guys.
Hey.
I have to say both teams get an A for effort today. That's for sure. The race actually couldn't have been closer.
I'd say I'm fairly confident that we'll at least tie. That's what I'm at least hoping for as a tie. But who knows with cows? They're cows.
They're sly little dogs, those blue teams. They look pretty confident coming off the field, but that could, of course, actually been a show. We'll find out.
Blue team, your one cow was enough to win this competition.
Hats off to them. Very impressive.
I don't know how we won. I still don't. I really thought that they got more than us. I'm amazed. I'm aghast.
Part of me is disappointed that our team didn't get at least one cow. But at the same time, one cow isn't too big of a difference, so I'm not feeling too terrible right now. It was more funny than anything.
Congratulations, Team Blue. This means that you will get an advantage in tomorrow's team competition that actually might prove to be crucial.
I'm really happy that our team has an advantage. I have the Spirit Award, so I don't have to face an individual competition, but I like to win. And the blue team is going to win this week. Nobody on the blue team is going home.
Joni har endelig fått muligheten hun har ventet på. Nå skal hun nemlig få besøke gården som oldemoren i sin tid forlot. Den ligger i bygda Morgedal i Kvitseid kommune.
Oh, wow. It's so nice.
It makes me happy to be in Norway on this adventure because my family talks about all the stories of meeting people and going to different places. And sometimes you feel left out. You don't feel it inside of you until you're actually there and you get to experience it. And now I can join in on the stories too. Dear Joni, here in Morgedal, you can experience a big part of the heritage that made your grandfather, Edward, and your family so proud to have Norwegian roots. Your 2 times great-grandfather, Halvor, started a family here with his dear wife, Åsne, and in 1883, they became the proud parents of your great-grandmother, Gunhild. She was a responsible girl, and she started working on the farm when she was very young. Before her 10th birthday, she was herding cattle between the mountains and lakes on the summer pastures. Yeah. In 1902, still only 18 years old, she made a decision to leave Norway and travel to her uncle in America, all by herself. Oh, I know this picture. I've seen this one a lot. This is Gunhild. What does he look like? I'd like to think I recognize some part of myself in Gunhild. I have a hard work ethic. I come from that. And it's nice to hear that Gunhild was like that. I'm very proud of that. 3rd class passenger, steerage, American line. Lister manifest of alien immigrants for the Commissioner of Immigration. Oh, wow. She's right at the top. Gunhild never forgot her Norwegian heritage, which was proudly passed on to her children, among them your grandfather, Edward. I'm so proud of my Norwegian heritage because I grew up with it. And to be able to be where it comes from, not just to talk about it, but actually experience it, it makes me feel even more Norwegian. And I feel even more proud. So it helps complete me more, feeling a little more solid, like right here.
Etter pausen skal lagene utforske de norske folkeeventyrenes verden.
A what? Calf butt.
Feels small, furry.
Fox?
Oh my God, is it a fox? Shit.
This animal is also used for possibly its milk.
Og deltakerne får seg en hyggelig overraskelse.
Lauren, you look like a fairy tale princess. It's definitely one of the best days of my life, that's for sure.
Norsk-amerikanerne er i Telemark, og her lærer de mer om den norske nasjonalromantikken. De har hatt en konkurranse med kulokk som ble vunnet av blått lag, og nå seiler de videre oppover Telemarkskanalen på båten Victoria. Spesielt Johnny lever seg virkelig inn i landskapet.
It feels like I'm inside of a Norwegian painting. And I can finally hear the birds, the sounds, the water. I can finally see the dapple of sunlight as it reflects off the rocks that the painter saw when he painted that beautiful scene. Like, I'm finally here. in the midst of all of it, I recognize the scenery from these paintings from this romantic time period of Norway. Our eyes capture so much more than what a camera or a painter can. It was like I was there watching the painting happen. It's lovely.
That was so descriptive, I could say nothing to top that.
Det at vi nordmenn føler oss norske, er ingen selvfølge. For hvis det ikke hadde vært for nasjonalromantikken og ideen om å bygge nasjonen med et felles språk, en felles historie og en felles kultur, så hadde vi kanskje alle snakket dansk i dag og spist surstrømming, og ikke ant hvem Espen Askeladd var. Og de folkeeventyrene som Asbjørnsen og Moe samlet inn, har ikke bare underholdt nordmenn gjennom generasjoner. De har også bidratt til å skape den folkesjela som gjør at en ekte nordmann føler seg norsk. Nå skal deltakerne fordype seg i nettopp folkeeventyrenes verden. Hvert lag har fått et hefte med 9 eventyr på norsk. De har 30 minutter på seg til å få oversatt og forklart så mye som mulig ved hjelp av befolkningen i Lunde. Og de kommer til å få bruk for alt de lærer i den neste konkurransen.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're trying to write down the names of all the fairy tales first, and then we have to find key points about each one.
Askeladden og de gode hjelperne.
Do you know what it translates to in English?
I think Askeladden, you have to say it. Askeladden. Askeladden.
Askelin? I can't remember the guy's name.
He built the ship.
It went as good as in the water as in the air.
He built a ship for
the water and the air?
Yes.
His mission was to get the daughter to the king. If he managed to do it, he get the princess.
Okay.
And half of the kingdom.
Yes.
And half of the king. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Seems like Askelin, if that's his name, which I know it's not, he seems to be in a lot of them, and he's the poorest one, but he's the smartest, and he succeeds at whatever he does so far. So, seems like a pretty cool guy.
We only have like 3.5 minutes per fairy tale. We should really move on.
You guys are great. Thank you so much.
Mens rødt lag nå har fått litt kjennskap til Askeladden, er også blått lag i gang med eventyrsankinga.
Can we ask you some questions really quickly about fairy tales?
Yeah.
Do you know this one?
Skrinet med det rare I.
My favorite fairy tale was about the magic box or the treasure chest.
Once there was a little boy who found the chest, so he put the key into the hole and he turned it around and it said knap. And you know what was in it?
What?
No, it was the butt to a calf.
What?
A what?
Calf butt. Calf.
I have no idea what that fairy tale is about. I mean, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. It was just kind of goofy and weird, funny and short.
Begge lag prøver å få oversatt alle eventyrene, men det er ikke så lett når det finnes så mange detaljer i de forskjellige historiene.
It's a man who look after the king's rabbits.
Oh, okay. Stephen Fariusa.
All right.
The oldest dad is very tiny.
She was standing there for about 100 years.
The woman was standing there for 100 years?
With her nose.
Okay. They're eating porridge, you know?
Yeah.
Typical Norwegian.
And the fox with has a cat. The cat's name is Korse.
I was quite confused after reading the fairy tales. There's no real moral to these stories. It's just kind of like like all of these really crazy things happened, and then they ended up happening for a reason.
We don't have a whole lot of time, but it's a very quick translation.
Det nærmer seg slutten på eventyrsjankinga, og rødt lag trenger å få oversatt det ene eventyret de mangler. Det viser seg å være det merkeligste av de alle, nemlig hanen som falt ned i bryggekaret.
Hva er brygge for noe? Brew. Christmas beer.
Probably the most bizarre fairy tale that we heard about was the one where the rooster was making Christmas beer with his wife.
Then he fell in the bucket. Everyone that stood around the bucket started to make a noise.
Everyone started crying and yelling.
When the farmer's wife heard what happened, she put porridge on the walls.
And so, like, the farmer's wife started taking porridge and pouring it all over the walls.
And then they drank up the beer. And if you don't believe the story, you can go there and taste both the beer and the porridge.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of like that. Okay.
Tiden er ute, men det er nå eventyret virkelig begynner for lagene. Hver av deltakerne skal beskrive en gjenstand fra et eventyr med bind for øynene, mens resten av laget prøver å gjette hva som beskrives. Gjenstandene er grøt fra Askeladden som kappåt med trollet, et horn fra den syvende far i huset, en kalvehale fra skrinet med det rare i, en katt fra revenka og en hest fra herremannsbruden. Gjetter laget riktig gjenstand får de 1 poeng. Gjetter de deretter navnet på eventyret den er fra, får de 2 poeng til.
I'm confident that our description of the objects will probably be good, but not confident in the names of the fairy tales.
Siden blått lag vant kulokk-konkurransen, får de 1 poengs forsprang på det røde laget.
If it wasn't a team challenge, I would be exceptionally nervous. But we have some strong people on our team like Johnny and Kate.
Johnny, time starts now.
Oh, let's see. Something in the morning?
Consistency?
It's porridge.
Yummy in my tummy?
Oh, yeah, it's porridge. Okay.
Oh, okay, so it's really, really slimy. As soon as I put my hands in, it was pretty obvious that I was putting it into some sort of porridge oatmeal type substance, and I could also feel the bag around the porridge, and so I knew that my team knew what that was. That was one of the things that we had discussed.
Porridge.
Askelander, som kappet med trollet.
Okay, guys, I need an answer. What's the item that Johnny is describing?
Porridge. I believe the item is porridge.
Is correct.
Thank God.
And what's the name of the fairy tale?
Alison spiser med trollen.
Ålesund is a city. So that's not correct. It's Askeladden som kappåt med trollet. Have you found an answer?
I think we have.
Okay.
It is Groot.
It's correct.
Awesome.
Yes.
Nice job.
And what's the name of the fairy tale?
Askelander, som kappet med trollet.
That's also the right answer.
Yes.
Nice work, guys.
Yes. Okay, cool. Like straight out the gate, getting both of the points. I think our confidence was just like, pew, like maybe we do have a shot at this still.
Okay, Derek, your time starts now.
As soon as I felt the horn in the head, I knew exactly what it was. I didn't know, like, exactly what I could say and couldn't say. It's hard. It starts off skinny, and then it kind of curves and gets wider.
A horn.
A horn.
It could be a horn.
Oh, the
That would be
father
the
story.
seven.
What's the item that he was describing?
I think it's a hearing horn, a hearing aid horn type deal.
You guessed correctly. And what's the name of the fairy tale?
Something
Syvende faren I huset.
Also correct.
What the heck? I thought we missed something.
What's in the box?
We believe it's a horn.
Was correct.
All right, good job, Lauren. Nice.
Okay, and what's the name of the story?
Den sjuende far I huset.
Was also. Your time starts now.
Okay, it's furry, it's long. When we got the story from the lady, and she said that what was in the treasure chest was a cow like a cow butt.
I'd say foxtail.
And they started saying foxtail, and I was like, I don't think it's really a foxtail. Forget what I could say. Part of me like didn't want to confuse anybody. Dangly.
So what's the item?
Foxtail.
That is the wrong answer. And what's the name of the fairy tale?
Reva Eka.
Revenka,
Which is not right.
which is also wrong, I'm afraid.
Cow's hind end. It's a cow's rump.
Correct.
Good. Excellent job, you guys.
And what's the name of the fairy tale?
Skrinket og med rær eye.
Not correct.
It's okay. It's all right.
Unfortunately.
It's all right. That was a tough one.
Your time starts now.
There is a living creature in this box. When I first put my hand in the box, I thought it was either a cat or a rabbit. Feels small, furry.
So the fox?
Fox.
The fox is...
Someone on the benches was like, is it a fox? And I was like, oh my God, is it a fox? Shit. It has small pointy ears.
Okay, it's the fox. It's the fox's.
It's got something around its neck.
Okay.
It's probably a cat.
It's pawing my hand.
Yeah, it's a cat.
Okay. That's what we'll
Okay.
say.
It's warm. It's alive.
Is it a kitten?
Yeah, it's a cat. Oh.
Dang it, Johnny.
When Johnny said what it was before we could guess, in my mind, I was just like, damn it. We needed all the points that we could get, but it's an honest mistake. What can you do?
Unfortunately, Johnny said what was in the box, which means you won't get a point for what's in the box. But do you have a reply for the fairy tale?
We think it's Riva Inca. Riva Inca.
And that's the correct answer. Yes. Well done. Can I have your answer, please?
Yes, we believe that it's a cat in that bag.
And that's correct. But what's the name?
Reve Eke.
But it was close enough.
Begge lagene har kommet seg gjennom 4 av 5 eventyr, men rødt lag får noe å bryne seg på når Jeff skal føle seg fram til sin gjenstand.
Oh, man.
Towards me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, here we go. Okay, we have an animal.
Okay.
And we appear to have an animal that's a grazing animal.
The bunny, the hare, the
We
magical
have an
hare.
animal that has one solid hoof.
A small animal with one hoof didn't make much sense,
This animal is also used for possibly its milk.
but he kept going and said that it was a milking animal. So then we guessed kind of goat.
Goat, sheep, sheep.
Goat with a crown.
This animal is something that you would, in a full-sized animal, ride this animal.
A full size.
Eventually, he said that when it grows up, you might ride it. So that is finally what made everybody realize that it had to be some kind of a horse.
I feel like something that is an animal. It has it's something that you would wear if maybe you're getting married on a girl.
It's the horse. They brought the horse back.
Oh yeah, it
from,
started
from
with
the father. The
yeah,
father,
it was like started.
The father that's going to marry the daughter out.
Started with
to
an
the
A.
rich man.
It was like Henry Brute.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, time is up. What's the item that Kate's describing?
It's a horse.
A horse, yeah.
That is correct. Well done. What's the name of the fairy tale?
Hermans Brude.
Is correct as well. Well done. What's Jeff describing?
A pony right now.
It's correct. And what's the name of the fairy tale?
We're going with Homsman's Bruden.
Not correct.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay, Team Red, you did well. And that's the end of the competition.
Can we go pet the pony? None of us knew jack squat about this particular fairy tale. We just missed it completely. And we nearly got it. This guy.
Do you milk horses?
Well, he didn't know yet.
In China, I think probably you would get some mare's milk, but...
Hey guys. As you've discovered, the fairy tales that Asbjørnsen and Mo collected still have entertainment value today. And I have to say that both teams had gathered an impressive amount of fairy tale information. The results were unbelievably close today. After counting the scores and adding the advantage, there's only 1 point separating the two teams. And the team that wins today and thereby secures 1 more week in Norway is...
I feel like this competition today is so important for me to win with my team because I'm here to learn about my family and where I come from. And I can't go back yet without the information that I came to get. It's just not, I can't.
I don't know if we can beat the blue team. They've got some really good folks on that team, some really smart folks. So we'll see. I'm confident that we've got a good shot at it, though.
Team Red.
When Fritjof said red team wins, I erupted in excitement. I was pretty thrilled.
Oh my gosh, winning feels so fantastic. It just feels nice to know that I have at least another week where I don't have to be worried about going into that competition, the individuals.
Congratulations. This proves that you have a firm grasp of Norwegian fairy tales. Team Blue, This means that tomorrow you have to compete in an individual competition, and for one of you, it's the end of this adventure.
I am feeling obviously upset that we didn't win, especially because it was by 1 point and we knew one of them, but a fluke accident. We don't get a point for it.
I think having the Spirit Award makes me feel even worse. Being safe and seeing my teammates going to the individual is a really hard feeling because I think that my team really relied on me. If I hadn't sent the cats, then we would have won.
You guys have all learned a lot about fairy tales today. So now I think it's time for you to go and live in one. But if you're gonna be kings and queens and live in a real Norwegian fairy tale castle, you're gonna have to change out of those clothes and slip into something more appropriate. Now enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter.
Oh my
Dear Lord, go away. Lauren, that's beautiful.
I think
this one is mine. That is beautiful, Lauren.
With this bunad, you'll get to represent Eastern Telemark, the place one of your Norwegians' ancestors left in 1860.
Wow.
Oh my God, this is cool. I did not imagine this at all. When Fridtjof said we're going to put on an outfit for a fairy tale, I was thinking like Cinderella-y things, not something this cool. I love this way more than any Cinderella dress ever.
Oh, this is beautiful too. Jeez, Jeff, you got a great one. This is beautiful also. Wow. You know, our time has come. It's go time. It's bunad time. God, gorgeous. Love the trousers.
Oh, yes! Who's?
So
this is Johnny.
Oh, let's read it. What does it say?
Dear Johnny, this bunad is from Rennebu in Sør-Trøndelag, where your 2 times great-grandparents, Karen and Oli, lived before they traveled to America.
What is that?
It's your bunad.
I really didn't know anything about bunads before I came to Norway. So to begin with, it was kind of like, oh, that's a traditional suit. Cool. Whoa. What's behind you guys there?
Dear Kate, this is a Trønder bunad, and you can wear it proudly today knowing that the Burgess on a farm is located in Rissa, close to Trondheim. The design is inspired by garments from the Rococo era in the 1700s. Oh my gosh.
Your bunad, Kate, your bunad.
It's so beautiful, you guys. Reading that note was just another moment where I'm feeling like this is why I'm here, to find out where I come from. And finding a bunad is just a little piece to that big puzzle.
Mange av opplevelsene I Norge får Kate til å tenke på moren som gikk bort da hun var ung.
I bet my mom would look even more beautiful. Oh, she'd say, there's my beautiful, wonderful daughter. I'm so proud of her. She's in a beautiful bunad.
I couldn't help but think about her. I pictured getting it from her as a gift. I pictured her helping me put it on. When I think about her, I get emotional. But being here, the emotion is more out of joy that I'm here. I'm joyful that I get to do this. I'm so grateful.
Oh, look what we have going on here. Awesome. Sashing and let us present the queen. Take a look. Oh my goodness. Ooh, girl.
Holy moly. I absolutely love my bunad. I think it's the best one I've seen so far. And my crown, oh my gosh. I love everything about my attire right now.
Lauren, you look like a fairy tale princess in that.
Oh, it looks so good.
Richard and Joni and I walked out and we saw everyone standing there. It was so cool. I couldn't take my eyes off of them. And hearing everyone's feelings about what it meant for them to be in there, everyone had a different kind of feeling, but at the same time, it kind of united us all in a sort of way, which was really, really great.
We're waiting our turn. I'm wearing a bunad and it looks great. It's definitely one of the best days of my life, that's for sure.
Norsk-amerikanerne skal få tilbringe natten på et eventyrlig sted, nemlig Dalen hotell. Og hva er da mer passende enn å ankomme i skikkelig nasjonalromantisk stil?
I wasn't expecting anything, because every day is a pleasant surprise. I think I'm just so happy to be in a Muna. Anything that comes next, I know it'll be great, no matter what.
This is quite a romantic hotel. It's very ornate and wooden. I felt like I was a little prince today. You guys look at this photo. This is just how we came in.
Oh, yeah.
On the boats. Yeah, it's like, it says Brudeferden I Hardanger.
What does that mean?
The wedding in Hardanger.
Awesome. It was really cool that we imitated that specific kind of a wedding, and it was just interesting to see that we all kind of fit the picture in a way.
Etter pausen feirer deltakerne 17. mai. Og taperlaget skal inn i den avgjørende konkurransen.
What is the Ashlad called?
Richard.
Det er en spesiell morgen på Dalen hotell i Telemark, og våre norsk-amerikanske venner gleder seg stort. I dag er nemlig den mest nasjonalromantiske dagen av dem alle, selveste 17. mai. Og da må man jo ta på seg finstasen.
Look at us all. We're so proud to wear the clothes of our area of Norway, the region that we come from. It's really a great moment. I feel really proud to be wearing this bunad in Norway on 17. Mai. I feel like a real Norwegian.
For me, it's pretty cool only because where I come from, 17. Mai is literally the biggest day in my hometown each year. I mean, we have a parade that brings out thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So to be here in Norway on 17. Mai is something I never dreamed of.
Hey guys!
Well, here
Gratulerer med dagen! You look, you're like,
oh, now we're talking.
You guys were born to wear these suits.
Tack.
So you guys ready?
Yeah!
Yeah? Let's do this!
All right.
Okay.
Rocket
Oh,
is cool.
Look at the flags!
There, I see it! I see it! This is cool, guys.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be in an actual 17. Mai parade in Norway on 17. Mai. I don't even feel like I'm in real life right now.
Stick edition.
Oh, I'm so happy.
This is really special.
When I first saw that parade coming down the street, my heart was just pounding. I was so excited. I could not get the smile to go away from my face, even if I wanted to.
I feel like this is exactly what I looked like as a kid, too. Like, just the little blonde hair, just kind of don't really know what's going on, but along for the ride. And not much has changed.
I would have really liked to have had my wife and kids here today, and my mom. My mom is in elder care and has been for quite a number of years. And there are all kinds of kids singing to the residents of the Hills Center. And that's a familiar scene for me with my kids and a bunch of old folks. So yeah, today, like every day here, would rather have my wife and kids here. But today especially, old folks and kids. Hey, babe. It's a little harder than I thought.
So many.
There's a lot more people here than I thought there would be.
Yeah. All these girls right behind you look exactly like you.
Oh, I better join them.
They're all young Jonies.
Well, I'm happy to be walking with you. You all look so beautiful and happy.
I think the best part about the parade was that it was so different than any other parades that I've seen, because in other parades, like, the streets are just lined with people watching the parade. But in this case, like, everyone like partook in the parade, and it was like the entire town was in it. Just the whole experience was just so much fun.
Hip hip! Hurra! Hip hip! Hurra! Hip hip! Hurra!
17. mai har vært både en hyggelig og emosjonell opplevelse for deltakerne, men snart venter den avgjørende konkurransen. For Kate har nasjonaldagen bevist hvor viktig det er for henne å bli lenger i Norge.
It just was so amazing to experience 17. Mai, like in Norway, in this town.
I just can't go back yet without being able to bring home a little bit more. You know, I want to be able to at least go and see where my family lived. It's really important for me to stay so I can have those experiences and bring them home to my girls.
It's so special to be part of whatever they've been doing for however many years here, that they've just let us in and be part of it. It was really
Very
incredible.
welcoming. Very, very welcoming.
We're more Norwegian today than we ever were.
Nasjonalromantikken har skapt sterke symboler som vi nordmenn fortsatt trykker til vårt bryst. Vi bruker titusenvis av kroner på plagg som tas på bare en gang i året, og fortsatt dukker det opp nye varianter av våre over 400 drakter og bunader. Vi er kjempestolte av våre bakker og berg, og norsk natur trekker turister fra hele verden. Gamle bygg og kulturskatter gjør oss stolte og minner oss på vår norske identitet. Mens det i middelalderen var over 1000 stavkirker i Norge, er det i dag bare noen titalls igjen. Dette skyldes blant annet at flere av dem har brent ned, noe som har utløst stor sorg og harme blant nordmenn. I denne ukens avgjørende konkurranse må deltakerne derfor bidra til å bevare en norsk kulturskatt ved å hindre at den brenner ned.
The goal of this competition is to save your stave church from burning to the ground. And the person that fails to protect their stave church will have to leave Alt for Norge today and go back to America.
Deltakerne skal svare på spørsmål om den norske nasjonalromantikken. Her legges det ikke vekt på riktig uttale, men svaret må være korrekt. Svarer man riktig får man 2 poeng, og kan dermed gå 2 skritt fram. Har man gått 5 skritt, kan man slukke brannen i sin stavkirke. Og den deltakeren som til slutt står igjen uten å ha slukket brannen, må reise hjem fra Alt for Norge.
I think that today Richard or Derek possibly might be my biggest competition, just because I know they were, you know, really focusing on what we've learned this week.
You guys ready?
Yes. Yes.
Sir. Okay. Question number 1. What comes after snip, snap, snute?
Johnny!
Yes, Johnny.
I thought it was snip, snap, and then the blank would be snoot. So.
But do you have an answer for me?
Snoot. That's what I thought it was going to be.
I'm afraid that's the wrong answer.
Yeah.
I don't remember learning anything that comes after snip, snap, snoot. So when there was more to it, I was like, yep. You didn't get it, Joni.
Siden Joni svarte feil, må hun bli stående. Og Kate, Richard og Derek får 3 svaralternativer. Velger de riktige alternativ, får de ta 1 skritt fram.
So the full question is, what comes after snip, snap, snute in the fairy tales? Is it A, du er ute, B, nå er ølsalget stengt, or C, så var eventyret ute?
As soon as we got the options, I knew it because I had written this exact phrase down, and there was only one word that I exactly remember writing, and there was only one option that had it.
You all answered C, and that's the correct answer. So that means Kate, Richard, and Derek, you may take a step forward. Question number 2. What is the Norwegian name of the Dairy Maid's instrument?
Kate.
I was just saying my name right as Kate said hers. I just wasn't quick enough on the draw.
Yes, Kate?
Lure.
That's the right answer.
Good job, Kate.
That means you may take 2 steps forward. Kate, if you get this answer right without alternatives, you're safe. Question number 3. The National Romanticism was the era Norway found its identity as a nation. What is it called in Norwegian?
Kate.
Yes, Kate.
National Romantisk Uke.
Kate, that is the wrong answer. The question was, the National Romanticism was the era Norway found its identity as a nation. What is it called in Norwegian? A. Nasjonalrosemaling. B. Nasjonalromantikken. Or C. Nasale romvesen. Derek and Richard, you answered B. Nasjonalromantikken. While Joni, you answered C. Nasale romvesen. The correct answer is B.
Nasala Rumison? I wonder what it means, really. Nasal aliens? What the heck? Who thinks of that randomness?
Question number 4. What is the painting of a wedding procession in a boat that you
Joni.
saw? Yes, Joni.
Brufaren I Hardanger.
Joni, that is the correct answer, and you may take 2 steps forward. Kate, the others are catching up to you, but you can still win this if you answer this question right without alternatives. What grand prize does the ash lad usually receive at the end of
Richard.
Yes, Richard?
He gets to marry the princess. I answered with conviction because I knew it. I felt like I was going to get 2 points right there, and I was just going to go ahead and get up there with Kate.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong answer. So the question was, what grand prize does the ash lad usually receive at the end of the fairy tale? A, to see his brothers thrown in a viper's nest. B, a horse and a pot of gold. Or C, the princess and half the kingdom.
One of the options was he gets the princess and half the kingdom, so I felt like I had answered half of the question for them already.
All 3 of you answered C, the princess and half the kingdom. And that's the correct answer.
I knew they were all going to get it right.
That means that Kate, Joni, and Derek can take 1 step forward. And Kate, that means that you're just 1 step away from winning this. But Joni and Derek, if one of you get it right without alternatives, it means that you win.
I had my 3rd point, and I was feeling a lot more confident at that point, and hopefully that I would be able to get 2 more points to win.
In Norwegian, what is the ash lad called?
Richard.
Yes, Richard?
His name is Espen.
Do you know his full name?
Espen Askelande.
Richard? That is absolutely correct. Right now, all 4 of you can win this competition on the next question.
This could be the moment that either makes it or breaks it for me. Everyone's gonna catch up and I'm gonna possibly lose.
What is the name of the traditional cow call?
Joni!
What is the name of the traditional cow call?
Joni!
Yes, Joni.
Kula.
That is correct. Well done. You're safe.
Yes! Yes! I saved my church. I was so far behind, I did not think I would turn out to be the first one to be saved.
You saved the church, Jonesy.
Yes, save my church!
So Kate and Richard, you're just 1 step away from being safe. Well, Derek, you have to get this right without alternatives if you want to be safe. In Kjerringa mot strømmen, the husband was fed up with his wife. What did he do to shut her up?
Richard.
Yes, Richard.
He let her fall off the bridge into the water.
Richard, that's the wrong answer. So that means Kate and Derek, you will receive alternatives. So the question was, in Kjerringa mot strømmen, the husband was fed up with his wife. What did he do to shut her up? A, drown her. B, kiss her. Or C, buy her a cow.
Not a single option made any sense to me. So at that point, I just went for the answer that made the most sense within the context of the story. And I thought, well, I guess I'll guess drowning. I really had no idea.
You both answered A. And that is the correct answer. That means, Kate, you're safe.
Put that church out, girl.
Pouring that water on my church, it was like kind of starting to set in a little bit that I get another week in Norway.
Now it's completely even between you two, and whoever gets the next question right is safe, and the other one will have to go home.
It was pretty nerve-wracking. This is the second week in a row where it came down to me and somebody else.
I was really hoping that I could get an answer right or that Richard would get an answer wrong.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is the county where you find yourself
Richard.
now?
Too slow. I was too slow again.
I felt like I had to get it out of my mouth as quickly as possible because I didn't want to lose.
Yes, Richard.
Telemark.
That is the correct answer.
I felt a sense of gratitude that I was able to stay, like, immediately, but like within a split second, I felt sad for Derek. It's a bittersweet victory.
I didn't think that there would be such a similar competition again, and so I didn't necessarily study like I should have, and I wasn't prepared, and it came back to bite me in the ass. Love you guys. I want to hug from all of you. Saying goodbye to the others was really hard, because it wasn't saying goodbye to one person like the last couple weeks. It was saying goodbye to everyone, and it was me that was leaving. It definitely sucks.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, Fritjof.
How you doing?
Good, how about you?
Well, I've been better.
Yeah, me too.
Eventyret er over for Derek, men han skal få en slektsbok med informasjon om sin norske familie med seg på reisen hjem til USA.
Have a nice trip back.
This experience will mean a lot of things for me. It really showed me how important knowing where I come from and my tradition and culture really is to me. Definitely gonna miss that. At first, I did this adventure for my grandfather because he really wanted me to, and I thought it would be fun. And after coming here, it wasn't about that anymore. It was for myself, and it was to find out where I'm from and where my family's from. And it wasn't just about the adventure anymore. It went a lot deeper than that. Finally, I'll be able to learn the national anthem. Oh, wow, it's my family tree. God, that's awesome. This map is 230 years old and shows the location of the farm your ancestors once left. Thingvold loosely translates to place of the courts, and its history can be traced back to the Viking Age, 1,000 years ago. This trip has definitely changed me. It's made me appreciate my heritage and my ancestry and the culture that my family comes from and that we've somewhat lost touch with, and I want to bring it back and I want to learn more about it. No way. So this is my family in Norway that I share blood with. That's crazy. Receiving this information is definitely one of the things I came here hoping to find out, and I can't wait to get in contact with my family that lives here and come back and see my farm and see more of Norway. My journey here is definitely not over yet. For the time being it is, but this book will help me come back.
It's the Norwegian Krotsekake. No, it's a Danish. Totally Danish. No, that was Lars on our wall. Oh, we got a Kransekake. Hey, look, it's got Norwegian flag, so it's the Norwegian version of Kransekake.
Let's raise a glass to Derek, our sweet kid brother.
Young buck.
Young buck, bro.
Young buck.
Oh, get all the poppers.
Into today. I do see something hairy literally inside the Kransekake.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Save the troll. Oh, look at that guy.
Guys, I got a crown today. And I got a little note. It would be an atrocity if the one with curiosity and virtuosity was eaten ferociously by me. So instead, I will grant a week of immunity to the restless explorer and creator of unity in the little community of fellow contestants. I like that one a lot.
When we found the troll, we were a little, he's here, I get it. And then we realized we were supposed to figure out on our own who was supposed to get it. But at that point, we were far too into eating the Kransekake, I think, to fully engage into the riddle, because the Kransekake is quite delicious.
Når en man hastig på vei.
Hey guys.
Mode 60.
Hey, how you doing? You enjoying yourself? Oh, you got a crown for me. Yeah. Perfect. But have you guessed the riddle here?
Nay.
Well, this week the Spirit Award goes to someone who's always grateful for everything. It's Lars.
Yeah! Really?
He's just happy-go-lucky, you know? Like,
He makes everything seem so enjoyable.
and everything he's just astounded by. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ballard. Got my Ballard shirt on right here.
Cheers. Thank you. Being given the Spirit Award this week, nothing that I expected whatsoever. My string of luck continues. I've got a couple wins here in a row, and then to get the troll and to know that I'm going to be here in Norway for another 2 weeks is just unbelievable. It's such a beautiful country. It's so amazing, and every single moment and adventure that we get to go on is just another incredible life moment. So having the troll clearly means a lot. Wow, well, thank you.
But you guys should really savor the last bit of the national romanticism, because I can tell you that next week it's going to get a whole lot darker.
Oh. Yeah. Cheers. Kind of on this, my man.
Neste uke skal norsk-amerikanerne få oppleve den mørke delen av norsk historie.
We didn't expect it, but Fridtjof's dead.
Og de skal konkurrere som hekser.
Tom, come on, Tom.
But I'm glad that we're making something fun out of this horrible, deadly tradition.